What sort of things do you know about the Nyora Railway?
Well, the Nyora railway station was actually put there when the Great Southern Railway was brought in from Melbourne all the way through to Curramborough originally in about 1892 or 94, and Nyora didn't come into prominence until about 1910 when the coal line was put through to Wonthaggi, and that became the turning point where the railway line went across to Wonthaggi to get the coal mainly, and after that it was used normally as a staging point where the train coming down from Curramborough or further back to Yarram would actually stop, and people would hop on from Nyora at Nyora from Wonthaggi, and everyone would go off to Melbourne in the one train.
What was it like when the railway was finished?
When the railway was finished,
Yeah.
at the Nyora station, the railway was mainly pulled up there in about the 1970s there through to Wonthaggi there, and then it fell into disuse. In later years there, the Nyora station was mainly used by the South Gippsland Tourist Railway, running through from Nyora back to Curramborough and then on to Leongatha. However, that's not used any longer, the section from Nyora back to Curramborough.
How has the railway helped Nyora?
I've only helped Nyora by all the farms originally were able to bring their produce right through from Purwong and Woodley, and the people would bring all their produce, as in cattle, butter, maybe hay, and all sorts of things that were used on the farms. They were all brought into Nyora. It was a nice place, and prior to that a lot of the goods that went out of the area there had to go down to Coronella and be put on the ship to go to Melbourne, and that wasn't very practical. And once the railway came in, it also helped people come and live in the areas, and there was a lot of timber around. That was all taken in the timber mills and taken down to Melbourne and sold down there, and that's how the area started to prosper.
Do you think it was a good thing the railway got built, and why?
The railway was actually built under contract by people by the name of Falkingham. They had the contract to build it from Dandenong right through to Curramborough, and then there was other people who built the railway line from Curramborough through to Yarram. Their name was O'Keefe, or actually before it went to Yarram it actually went into Port Albert there. That was the terminus of the railway line when it was first built in the 1890s.
What do you think about the future of the railway?
The future of the railway is fairly bleak, unless it's only used for a tourist railway. If we had a big population build up, which may happen in decades to come for all this area, then maybe the railway may become reinstated to cater for the extra people. But I guess as Pakenham and Cranbourne, Berwick all come back out this way there, maybe in a few more decades it might be reinstated. However, at present there, the bypass at Kooyarup's cutting through all the area that's where the railway line itself is, and it's very unlikely it'll be reused in the next or near future.